In this video, we're going to be looking at some Pythagorean theorem word problem examples. So our first question says, Kali has a 6-meter ladder that she wants to use to get her cat out of a tree. She puts the base of the ladder 2 meters away from the base of the tree. So this is a tree right here. That's our tree right there. And she puts the base of the ladder at 2 meters away from the base of the tree. So this is our ladder right here. Our ladder is 6 meters and it is also the hypotenuse opposite to the 90-degree angle. She puts base of the ladder 2 meters away from the base of the tree. Yep, base of the tree right here. Base of the ladder right here, 2 meters. And the ladder is 6 meters, so our hypotenuse is 6 meters opposite to 90 degrees. And we're trying to find how high into the tree will the ladder reach. Yeah, so we're basically trying to find this right here. We're trying to find x. Okay, so it's a good case for Pythagorean theorem here. A squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. Okay, a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, and our a and b are interchangeable, so I'm going to say a is equal to 2, so we have 2 squared. We want to find our x, so b squared. Our hypotenuse is always c, so we know that is 6 squared. 4 plus b squared, 6 squared is 36. Minus 4 minus 4. Trying to isolate our b squared is equal to 32. We know b squared, but we want to find b, so we have to square root both sides. My square root and my root cancels out. And I'm left with b is equal to square root of 32. Now we must simplify this. So to do so, we have to find the prime factorization of 32, which is 8 and 4, 4 and 2, 2 and 2, and this goes into 2 and 2 as well. So basically what this is 16 times 2. And 4 times 4 is 16, so we can take our 4 out. 4 root 2 is how high the ladder will reach into the tree. How high the ladder. Answer, the ladder, the ladder the ladder will reach, we had 4 root 2, so 4 root 2 meters into the tree. There we go. Sorry about the handwriting there, but that's our answer. We can also write it in form of a decimal. Our 4 root 2 in decimal gives us, rounded to the nearest tenth, will give us 5.7 meters. Alright, so next question. Two cars leave at the same parking lot, so we have labeled parking lot right here. This is a parking lot with one headed north and the other headed west. So one of the cars is going north, another one is going east. The eastbound car traveled 4 miles, so they have labeled that for us. The two cars are now a straight line distance of 5 miles apart. So yes, it is. They both are 5 miles apart because our first car is here and our second car is right here. How far has the northbound car traveled? So we're trying to find x. They want us to find x right here. X is how far our northbound car has traveled. This is our eastbound car. So to do this, again, Pythagorean theorem, a squared plus b squared is equal to c squared. My c squared is always my hypotenuse, so hypotenuse opposite to 90-degree angle. So 5 squared, a and b interchangeable, I'm going to say is 4. So 4 plus x squared, or b, x is equal to b. That's what I'm trying to find. I'm trying to find x. 4 squared is 16, plus my x squared stays the same. 5 squared is 24. Isolate the x, negative 16, x squared, sorry, minus 16, minus 16. We're left with 9, I believe. Yes, we are left with 9. X squared is equal to 9. We want to find x, so we square root both sides of our equation, which gives us square root of x squared is x. Our square root of 9 is 3. So now we know that our x is equal to 3. Our x is equal to 3. How far is the northbound traveled? Well, our northbound car, sorry, the the northbound car, the northbound car has traveled 3 miles. That's a measurement that they use here. 3 miles. Okay, so our last question is Patrick is fishing from a small boat. So we'll label our boat right here. So we'll label our boat right here. A fish is swimming at the same depth as the hook at the end of his fishing line. So this is his fishing line. He drops his fishing line into the sea, and 15 meters away from it at the same depth or the same height is a fish. So our fish is labeled by this object right here, and it is 15 meters away from it. Patrick is 17 meters away from the fish. So Patrick is here. Patrick is sitting at the boat, and fish is down in the sea. So 17 meters. You want us to find how far below Patrick is the hook. So here's the hook. How far below it is the hook? How far below Patrick? So this is what they want to find. They want us to find x. A squared plus b squared is equal to c squared, or c squared, our hypotenuse 90 degrees is 17. C is always 7. C is always our hypotenuse. A and b interchangeable. I'm going to say A is 15, so 15 squared. Our b can be also labeled by x, which is what we want to find. 15 squared is 225. Sorry about that. Plus, it should be plus, not equal to. Plus x squared is equal to 17 squared, which gives us 289. Now we have to isolate, so we have to isolate our x, so negative 2 minus 225 minus 225 x squared is equal to 289 minus 225, which is equal to 64. We found x squared, we want to find x, so we find the square root of both. We square root both, so if x squared is x, square root of 64 is 8. So we now know that the fishing line, the hook is 8 meters below Patrick. Patrick is the guy in the boat trying to fish. Patrick. Alright, so that was the Pythagorean Theorem word problems. Went over some examples. Hope you guys learned something.